How's it going, everyone? It's your girl Rocket Gal. Welcome to another summoning session. We've got the Hoshiden Summer banner right before CYL 8. So we're gonna be doing some summoning before then. Let's get into it. Yeah, definitely happy that they brought back this banner. Definitely one of my favorite ones. I wish they were dancers though. I think they realized that banners with a bunch of dancers are generally just so much stronger. So they're like, fuck it. We can't make them dancers anymore, and that's a shame because a dancing Takumi would have been great. It would be great for like my Takumi Emblem team. That would have been awesome. It would have been cool to get a dancing Leo. So a bit of missed opportunity. Ooh, all right, we got an Aleer. Let's go. All right. Might not be the best God Sword anymore or anything, but she's alright, I guess. Yeah, not the best fodder or anything these days, honestly, but she's still a cool unit, like her a lot. Alright, not a bad way to start out the summoning session. In our first circle, we got a 5-star. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so, overall, pretty cool. I just realized I forgot to calculate the rates for this. I will do that in post. Here are the rates. I don't know what they look like at the moment. I'm assuming green is good, and colorless good, and the rest bad. Damn, I can't believe I forgot to calculate the rates, but oh well. Again, editing Rocket Gal will take care of that for y'all. Don't you worry about that, guys. So, yeah. By the way, wanted to talk about Hero's Journey. Fun little game mode, love it a lot. Really cute, really fun. This time around, I decided to go with the two Ericas that are cosplaying as Ephraim. It's a very interesting. It's interesting that they both like that. Yeah, I don't know. Both of them I really like, but it's like Hatun Erica could have been something cooler. She could have been like Seth or something, But yeah, I just thought it was funny to have them go on the adventure and everything. And yeah, this new event that they have has to do with hearing a sound underneath a boulder, and ooh, what's it gonna be? So it's either a zombie, or it's some like traveler dude, or it's a bunch of like animals and stuff. So that's fun. It's a pretty fun event, although not my favorite. It's kind of random, I suppose. But apart from that, it's fine, But yeah, if I were to rank the Hero's Journey events, this will probably be on the lower half. It's just so boring. But that's just me, If you like the event, I'm not gonna ruin your fun for you, It's cool, but wasn't the biggest fan personally. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts on Hero's Journey is. I'm always curious. Hero's Journey is a fun game mode. I feel like not enough people talk about it. I know it's not competitive or anything, but I still have fun with it. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the revival banner vote. So recently we got the attuned Peony, attuned Triandra, and rearmed Sonia banner as a revival, and now we got to vote for these 4 lovely banners, and I believe the one that won was number 3, the one with rearmed Lucina and Ratatosker, and that's a pretty good choice. It is probably the best one. If I'm being honest, none of these are that enticing. I didn't vote for this one because I honestly didn't give a shit. If I were to vote, I probably would have voted number 2 because there's a rearmed and an attuned unit. Although neither of them are like, top tier or anything. They're still alright. They still offer some value. So that's the one I probably would have picked. But number 3, you can't go wrong. It's pretty good. Attuned, no, not attuned. Rearmed Lucina is still pretty decent. She's not like super crazy anymore. I don't think she was ever super crazy, but she was just really good for like action economy. But we've got Heithrun, who is like really great with action economy. So So yeah, but I guess it still would be nice to get Lucina. And at the very least, she's still a fodder factory, so that's really nice. Ratatosker is cool because she's a mythic. It's great to get an offensive mythic merge. So yeah. And then I don't think people are gonna vote on the Thracia one. Reinhardt's not super great. Ooh, nice. We got Leo. Let's go. Him and his bucket of cucumbers and tomatoes. And that's all I'm gonna say about that one. I am Leo, second eldest prince of Nor. Being invited to this festival is an honor. I shall enjoy myself. Alright, I like his mask. It's the wolfskin mask, and it's really cute. It's really, really awesome. And he's holding a goldfish, so really neat. Alright, who are the IVs? This actually might not be too bad. I know he's not super speedy. His resistance pretty high. Could be good for using a ploy skill or something. So honestly, not terrible. Not terrible. I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, he's got this new weapon, Juicy Bucketful. I at first thought it kind of sucked. It's okay. It's not the greatest weapon. But it's of the inheritable colorless tomes, this is the best one probably. And it's got great animation with the cucumber and tomato flying everywhere. That's always really cool. And yeah, the fodder's not bad if you get extra copies. Still Water and Fatal Smoke are really good. So yeah, although I think I'm going to be skipping out on colorless from now on. Leo's not necessarily a merge project. The one copy is good enough for me. So yeah, I got to prioritize summoning on the rest of the colors, you know? But yeah, what I was saying was with the revival banners to vote for. Yeah, so the number 3 was the winner. Number 2 would have been my vote. I don't think 4 is going to win ever, to be honest. Number 1, the Fodlan one, I could see that winning one day just because Three Houses is still really popular. I didn't see like the vote count or anything. I didn't really pay attention. I didn't really care. But yeah, that's the gist of that. Yeah, look forward to the next revival, which is happening soon. I don't remember when. I think October, but I also don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's at the beginning of October, something like that. So yay, always fun for new opportunities to summon. Another thing I wanted to talk about were the refines and remixes. We got a pretty great batch overall. Like none of them were super stinkers. Like okay, there's one that's the worst one, but all of them were either like super good or like decent, you know? So let's go over some of them. So let's talk about Legendary Claude. This one I've been waiting for because he's at plus 10, and he has been like lagging a little bit. He's not as good as he used to be, if I'm being brutally honest. So let's see what he's got. So he's got in his weapon, he's got Slaying. He inflicts -7 to speed and defense, guard, and sabotage on the closest foes, and the foes around them. That's not too bad. He gets +9 to everything during combat. Pretty good. He gets full null follow-up. That's always nice to have as well. Doesn't need to get the status necessarily. And then he gets Canto 1. It's good to get Canto because of his B skill. He can't get Canto. So that's good. And then he also has... he inflicts like -5 speed and defense in like a crux direction, which is... That's what I'm going to call it from now on, the crux direction, which is 3 rows or 3 columns around the units. So that's good, you know, good for supporting a little bit. He also got what I call offensive tempo, which means that he neutralizes effects and inflict a cooldown charge -X to himself per attack. So yeah, that's pretty good for you know, spamming out specials and whatnot. That's really nice. And he gets 50% DR piercing. This isn't like on a special proc, this is just like on normal attacks as well, which I was conflicted on at first, but I think it's decent. It does nothing for when you activate Deadeye, because Deadeye already has 100% and it doesn't like stack. You can't have like 150% damage reduction, that's not a thing. But yeah, overall the weapon, I wasn't like terribly impressed with it. It's fine, it's pretty good, it's you know, reasonable, but it's not powerful enough to make him like super relevant. I don't think you're gonna be seeing him in summoner duels or anything, or even like oh, we got the little girl whose name I don't remember. What's her name? Oh, Yilger. Yeah, Yilger. I forgot this person existed. Cool. All right, plus speed, not bad. I will take her. Cool, nice. Yeah. So, Claude, pretty reasonable, somewhat tame, refined in my opinion. But at the very least, it's gonna be a lot more usable in Arena, which is mainly where I use him. So pretty cool. In terms of Fallen Star 2, his remix skill, he gets, instead of Fallen Star, he gets a Deep Star status, which is nice. I forgot exactly what this adds on. I think it's just like gives him 80% damage reduction for brave attacks, I think. I think that's the only difference between that and like normal Fallen Star, I'm pretty sure. So that's cool, you know, that's nice to have, even if it's not like super revolutionary anymore, but it's cool, it's fine. And then also it inflicts -5 to speed and defense on the opponent. And then he deals extra damage, 5 times X, and he gets flat damage reduction based on 3 times X, and X equals the number of bonuses on himself and penalties on his enemies. And you know, getting up to 15 flat DR is pretty solid, and it stacks with the 80% DR he gets in Deep Star. And if they don't have DR piercing, that's basically gonna mean he's gonna get he's gonna receive no damage. So that's pretty good overall. I mean, of course, if they have piercing, which a lot of units at this point do, at least there's still a flat DR. 15 flat DR is nothing to sneeze at, honestly. It's pretty solid overall. So yeah, overall pretty satisfied with Legendary Claude's Refine. It's not the most revolutionary thing in the universe, but it's not bad. It's really not that bad. And yeah, definitely gonna be enjoying using him in Arena again. Ooh, baby, let's go. We got Nephany. Nice. Woo! I am Sakura, second princess of Hoshido. Today at the festival. Oh, Nephany, join me. What the fuck? It's almost as if they were going to make a Sakura unit, but then they're last minute like, okay, let's make it Nephany, because what the fuck? It was Sakura talking. Okay, well, that's fine. All right, she's neutral. That's fine with me. And yeah, here she is. I really like the mask that Nephany's wearing. Yeah, her outfit's really nice. Really like it a lot. Cool fan. And then Sakura looks like she's holding a candied apple, and I'm guessing those are dango. I believe that's what they're called. Wait, hold on. It doesn't show it here. Yeah, they're like those sweet dumpling things. I've actually had them. They're pretty freaking good, if I'm being honest. And then it looks like Nephany has a pineapple core on a stick, which sounds pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what they have to say on their harmonic conversation.
Nephany, are you enjoying the festival?
Huh? Yes, I most certainly am.
Oh, thank goodness. You haven't said much, so I wasn't sure if you...
Sorry, I'm not much of a talker.
Oh, really? I'm shy too.
It's nothing like that. You see, I don't talk the same way y'all do, so it's kinda embarrassing.
Oh, no. You shouldn't feel embarrassed. I mean, surely people aren't used to your accent, but... Well, think of it this way. These yukata we're wearing have been passed down for generations in Hoshido. That accent of yours is quite the same. It's a precious piece of your homeland.
You really see it like that?
Of course. There's absolutely no reason to feel ashamed.
Aw, thanks, Princess Sakura. But ain't it a bit hard to understand me? I mean, isn't it a bit hard?
Don't worry about that. I'll let you know if I have trouble understanding you. So, we should definitely talk more.
You know, you're right. I reckon we could be good friends, Princess Sakura. What do you say?
Yes, of course. I'm certain we will be good friends.
Oh, that was actually kind of sweet. I like how they make Nephene's like accent, like country accent, you know, with y'all, howdy, and tarnation. I wish they went a little harder on that because I could still understand her. It ain't that hard to understand. But okay, I'm gonna stop. But it's cute. I don't understand the fear of having an accent in Japan. I think it's like people get made fun of for having an accent if they're from the countryside or something. I don't totally know, but I feel like that's something that people shouldn't be ashamed of, and yet they are. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to commentate on other people's cultures or anything. I'm just a fucking moron playing video games, and that's just the way we're gonna keep it for now. But cool. Glad to get her before the spark. In terms of who I'm gonna spark next, depending on how this next couple circles go, I probably will go for Lucia. So alright, don't need to get the spark on that now. But anyways, so let's keep talking about refines and remixes. So the next up is Uller, and Uller is a unit that I always wished was better because she's a cool unit. I love the Crusaders from Genealogy. I kind of wish they got more. We need Boulder, we need, a lot more people. So far we still have Uller. She got her a remix and refine before another Crusader has been added. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, let's keep summoning. So yeah, with Uller, her weapon gives her slaying. It gives her plus 11 to attack and speed, which is pretty solid. She also gets bonus to attack and speed based off of 50% of her visible speed. She has life and death 4 in her base kit, so that's already pretty solid. I guess we're just gonna skip this circle. And then she neutralizes her attack and speed penalties, which is pretty nice because this way you don't need to use the new life and death skill necessarily. That also neutralizes the attack and speed penalties. I mean, I guess you can still use it, but you don't have to as much. She also has offensive tempo. And then she has I don't remember if this is in her base weapon or not, but she disables all foes' skills, excluding her foes in combat. So it's basically like the impenetrable dark from Bramimon, so that's pretty good. She's got dull speed and defense, and she's got 50% DR piercing. A lot of this is pretty similar to Legendary Claude, if I'm being honest, but still pretty solid. I think that DR piercing is a little redundant because she has Deadeye, even her base kit, so you know how he goes. So it's overall not a bad weapon. The impenetrable dark is pretty interesting. Could be pretty useful if I'm being honest. Could be good against someone like a Summer Ymir or something, or Fallen Maria. So yeah, honestly, not a bad weapon. In terms of her new Yingvi Ascendant Plus, she inflicts -5 speed and defense on her opponent. She gets full no follow-up. She gets potent follow 100%, so she's able to attack 3 times per combat, and she also has desperation. So it's 3 attacks into the face express, and if you could tank that, then I guess Uller dies, but I feel like a decent chunk of her foes won't be able to take 3 hits all at once, you know? Obviously this isn't good against like Hardy Bearing and stuff, but if you don't have Hardy Bearing in your kit, or if you don't have the seal, then that's gonna do a lot of damage. So overall, I think Uller got, honestly, a pretty decent refine and remix. Pretty satisfied with it and how it went. I still need to test it out. I haven't really seen how it was yet, but yeah, I think she's gonna be a lot better. Just kind of sucks that she doesn't have any supportive capabilities. It's all about offensive, so she's probably gonna age a little bit afterwards. But anyways, we are at the spark here, and I guess we shall spark for Lucia, because in theory the green rate should be the highest, if you exclude Leo, of course. So let's get Lucia. Man, Lucia is kind of insane. She's a distant counter unit who also has this new Canto control skill. which basically fucks over Leon more than he already has been fucked over, I guess. So that's fun. Anyways, I am Lucia. I hail from Crimea and have come for the occasion of the summer festival. Yeah, that's how Lucia sounds, right? I don't really remember. Anyways, here she is. Yeah, that was kind of close. So yeah, here she is. Long-haired Lucia. If I'm being honest, I think I like short-haired Lucia a little more. I think. But I mean, long hair's cool too. Can't complain about that. Here we go. Firm Canto Curb. Very weird name. I don't understand why it's not just called Canto Control 4, but alas, it's a firm Canto Curb, I guess. So it's basically the same thing as normal Canto Control, with just one little thing that's just like a counter towards like a couple of units, which is Leon. Actually, Sather, I didn't even think about it, but Sather is actually countered by this, which I didn't even really think about because I don't think she's that terribly much of a problem, if I'm being honest. It's mainly just Leon who's like the problem. So, yeah, you know, Sather out here catching strays, man, from IS. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, here she is. Pretty good, solid unit, I think. And yeah, overall, pretty good fodder. Hopefully I could maybe get another copy and then give that to someone. But we shall see. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm going to keep summoning on blue, and then I'm going to summon on green. Hopefully I get Mia, and then I've got everyone. I'm not necessarily going to go for merges on this because I can't say I'm the biggest Tellius fan, so I don't necessarily want merges. So yeah. Anyways, back to refines. So next up is Duo Female Byleth. Hers is actually pretty cool too. Pretty interesting. I like this one a lot. So she gets slaying. She gets +5 to attack and speed and +4 to defense and resistance during combat. I find it weird how it's like that. Why not just +5 to everything? But whatever. Then she has offensive tempo. She has 50% DR piercing. I wonder where I heard this before. And then she also gives her allies within 2 spaces that and a +4 attack and speed. So that's actually pretty nice. It's reminiscent of like legendary Byleth and legendary, like both of legendary Byleths. So that's pretty cool. Okay, maybe fuck it. We're just gonna focus on green. I kind of want to get Mia. I want to prioritize getting Mia over getting another Lucia copy. So yeah. What else does she have? So she also gets more bonuses based off of the allies around her within 3 spaces for max of 10. That's pretty decent. More stats is always a good thing. She gets 15% speed-based true damage, which is solid as well. She's not the fastest unit in the world, but she's solid if you put enough investment in her, if you have a lot of merges on her, dragon flowers, etc., etc. She has 50% DR against Braves. Again, this is pierceable, but if you can't pierce it, then it's solid. And then what I think it makes her weapon really good is that she has Scowl in the weapon. I don't believe there is a stat. Let me check real quick. I don't believe there is a stat check. You just kind of get it, I believe. So that's pretty good. Rhea, coming in clutch with that. That's really good. Scowl is basically one of the biggest counters to someone like Emblem Ike, who is, in my opinion, probably the strongest unit in the game. So that's pretty good, because without Great Ether, Emblem Ike's damage is pretty lackluster. So yeah, Scowl, very nice. Ooh, we got Gustav, the Sovereign Slain. What even is a Sovereign? I don't know that. It means like ruler, right? Well, he's plus attack, so that's pretty awesome. Is this good? Well, actually, the attack defense catch 4 might be decent because I know we're getting a new a catch skill. What was it called? It's the thing that Mia has, I believe. Hold on, let's check real quick. Wait, no. Yeah, right here, the mastery skill. Yeah, this skill. I don't know about the inheritance restrictions on this, but I do know that it's pretty nice. So yeah, pretty cool. So down the line, when we get mastery for attack and defense, Gustav's gonna be pretty nice for inheriting and whatnot. So that's cool. But yeah, with duo female Violet, I think she has a really good refine. Definitely really usable now. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to pick one up in like Binding Worlds or something. Look, I'm asking you, Satachi, please do it, please, for fellow podcast member, please, would love that. Anyways, next up is Gatry, another unit who actually got a pretty decent refine. So let's go over this. He gets attack. He inflicts -5 attack and defense on foes, and -X to attack and defense based off of 5 plus 15% of his defense. So all that's pretty good. Nuking your opponent's attack is always really solid. He also neutralizes his penalties, which could be good for the most part. Could be bad if you're trying to like penalty stack with like Legendary Robin, but that's not like super common as much as it used to be, so that's fine. He gets 20% defense flat DR, which is solid, actually, pretty solid. His defense is pretty high, so that's pretty good. Flat DR is always really fun. He gets special cooldown count charge +1 per attack, solid. 10 HP after combat is also solid. But what really makes it interesting is that he gets special cooldown count -2 before the foe's first attack in combat. That is really good. That is really freaking good. It allows him to like charge up like a Pavis or something, or any other defensive specials, or any other like the armor beacons or armored flow, something like that. It's really freaking good. So I think Gatry got a really good one. I don't think enough for me to refine it on my side, but I think it's a really solid one. So any Gatry fans out there should be pretty happy. With Deke, I don't think his is as good. He's got Slaying. He could give himself +19 to everything based off of the number of foes in the Crux area. Full no follow-up. 20% defense base flat DR, which again is also really solid, really good, really good. Not pierceable, really like that. He has Guard, and then he gets special cooldown count -1 before his first attack, which is solid. Yeah, overall, really solid one. Kalak here. This is probably the weakest one, despite the amount of text, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, so -7 to attack and defense penalties, and Discord on closest foes. He gets +8 to everything, 30% DR first attacks, and then he also like reflects that damage back, so that's also pretty cool. He gets penalty doubler, guaranteed follow-up attack, which is not super good, but it's fine, I guess. And then 10% attack based true damage. It's definitely the weakest of the batch, but it's not like a shit tier, refine, so that's fine. And then last but certainly not least is Seteth, who actually got really great refine. Anyways, we're at the last summon of Destiny. Can we get a Mia? Let's see. Come on, baby. Big money. Big money. I will continue to talk about Seteth. Okay, never mind. Well, we got Soren instead. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get Mia next time. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, of course. Anyways, let's take a look at our what we got today. Where do I go? Brigade. Yes, of course. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh my god. How do I do this? Yeah, so we could do it like this. Yeah. Okay, so overall, not the worst batch, but overall pretty good. Anyways, I'm going to keep talking about Seteth's refine because it's pretty good. Actually, really good. He gets cavalry effectiveness +8 to everything, neutralizes foes' bonuses, deals 7 damage, and also gets 7 flat DR, which includes Braves, and he gets 7 HP after combat. And then for his allies, he's able to give +8 to everything, neutralizing foes' bonuses, +7 damage, and 7 flat DR. That is insane. Giving flat DR to your allies is kind of nutty. And for a unit in the 3 and 4 star pool, who's super easy to +10, this is insane. I can't believe it, which makes people think that we're going to be getting a nerf to flat DR coming soon, probably in the Brave banner, but we shall see. But overall, pretty great batch of refines, I must say. So yeah, that about covers this summoning session. It's not the greatest yield or anything in the world, but I also didn't spend as much orbs as I usually do. And you know, that pity rate is kinda okay, well maybe it's not that high, but I did get pity broken twice, so you know, it happens sometimes. Hopefully that means I get better luck at the CYL banner, because that's where all the orbs are going to go. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Did you summon on this banner, or are you saving up for CYL? Maybe you're saving for Halloween. Halloween's always pretty fun. Yeah, let me know. Let me know how you did. Let me know how you feel about this banner. Just let me know about anything, because I'm always curious about how y'all are doing in the gacha landscape. In any case, I hope y'all enjoyed this summoning session of the 2024 Hoshiden Summer banner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.